watch inflation has been crazy. Take the iconic AP double balance wheel in steel, which was released back in 2016 at just over $60,000 and has since almost doubled to over $100,000. Given this ballistic price increase, I think the predecessor AP Openworked 15305 may be one of the best value watch buys currently. Before we get started, please do subscribe for weekly watch content. Enjoy. The AP boutique buying experience might be one of the most miserable things to exist. Not only do you need to buy things like the Code 1159 to qualify for hotter watch models, but you also can't sell your pieces without a high risk of being blacklisted. The current AP digital warranty system makes it very easy for the brand to track and kick out customers who have sold their pieces. For the collectors who aren't masochistic, weren't born with an unlimited trust fund, and don't want to bribe AP staff, now's actually quite a good time to buy a Royal Oak on the grey market. Not only have prices crashed harder than the US stock market, but you also have no strings attached and can sell whenever you want. In my opinion, one of the best buys in today's market is the 15305 in steel. The watch was originally launched back in 2010 and has two key differences from the double balance wheel that succeeded it. One is a smaller 39mm case, and the other is the lack of some gold elements. The skeleton architecture of the two watches is basically the same, since both are derivatives of the AP caliber 3120. For those that are unfamiliar, this amazing caliber actually has a hidden feature where you can remove the crown from the watch entirely. I actually have immense PTSD every time I have to handle the crown of a Royal Oak after my traumatic experience with my black ceramic perpetual calendar, although that's probably a story for a different day. I'm a big fan of the 15305 because of the 39mm case. It feels better and sleeker for the Royal Oak design than the 41mm, which I find a bit bulky. The dial is also cleaner due to the monochromatic nature of the skeleton. Instead of the rose gold hands and hour markers on the double balance, the 15305 instead uses white gold. This pairs well with the ruthenium coated bridges, and while legibility is a bit lower, I like the stealthy and clean look. Finishing is generally solid, although you do miss out on that shock and awe golden balance wheel. One important thing to point out is that the 15305 will wear bigger than most 39mm watches because of how the bracelet flares out. Instead of coming straight down from the lugs, the first few links of the 15305 are actually quite stiff and extend sideways. For those with small wrists, do be careful before buying. Today, a good condition 15305 ST would probably set you back around the low 100K range, which is quite comparable to the current retail of a 15407. For reference, a used steel double balance wheel would probably cost about $180,000 at time of recording. Now, before you start pulling out Chrono 24, I'll just point out this piece in a Christie's auction last month, which didn't even hit reserve. Asking prices and transaction prices are quite different. Overall, if I were in the market for an AP Royal Oak skeleton today, I'd probably take a 15305 and get it immediately at a pretty reasonable price. It's a great looking watch, and I love that it's 39mm, just like the original Royal Oak Jumbo. I also find the rarity of the 15305 quite attractive. I've seen plenty of double balance wheels both in person and on social media, while the 15305 is much less frequently talked about. At this stage, some of you may be thinking that this video is more to criticize the AP boutique experience than review the 15305. And you would be completely right. Anyways, today I'm wearing a suit since a good friend says that it'll boost the validity of my opinions. Let me know if you agree. Do check out my other AP reviews as well as the latest podcast episode. Thank you for watching.